Welcome to Western Sports and Recreation. My name is Tim Tabor and I'll be your host. On today's show we're going to look at rock climbing. First we're going to go to Bluff Street Cliffs with a couple of friends of mine and do some crack climbing. On this show I did something a little bit different. I'm not going to do any narration to the show. I'm going to let the climbers themselves explain a little bit about themselves, how they got into climbing, and some tips that you can use for climbing. So sit back and enjoy the show. Thank you.
Okay, climbing.
Hi, I'm Emily. I've been climbing for the last 2 years. I've learned how to traditionally climb, which is my favorite so far. I am still learning how to appropriately climb sport climbing routes, but I enjoy bouldering and practicing at home. Pretty much love climbing all around.
No, I'm gonna place the pool right here.
I learned how to climb from my partner Justin. I asked him to teach me how to climb, and our deal was to trade massage for climbing lessons, and it's worked out so good that we've been together for over 2 years as well. So he taught me everything I know so far about how to traditionally climb and boulder, and learning how to big wall, put together anchors, and it's been very fun and exciting. It's very challenging, and I feel that it's more exciting because of the fact that it puts you in the present moment, and you are full mind, body, and spirit when you're climbing. It's all about what you're doing. So I thoroughly enjoy it.
We brought more number 2.
You only got 2?
Yeah. I didn't know they were all number 2s in the beginning. I thought it was number 1.
So number 2's up there too.
Yep. So,
Can't get a 1 in there? Stick that 2 and then clip it and then find a 1 higher and unclip 2.
just wondering if I could come down and get some more number 2s. I think I've got a couple more.
We got 2s, but
Yeah? Sure would lower me out. Let me climb down.
you got a good piece?
I've got 2 more 2s.
Well, stick another piece in there to lower off of.
Third.
Especially like the constrictions in the crack. I like to find spots that fit my hands really well. I like this spot especially, just slide it right in there, and then I can just hang on my extremity. Now I'm just hanging on my wrist, not flexing it or making it do anything. I'm just hanging on that extremity, just like that. 'Cause it's such a perfect fit for my hand.
Feet up and get a piece in.
Being narrow-mindedly thinking only traditionally of just a crack. Actually, that's the beauty about bouldering and hopefully more sport climbing, because it helps you think outside of the crack. You're looking at all the features that you can be climbing. So it's however you can safest and best get to the top of your summit without hurting yourself or others, and hopefully having a great time along the way. And that's why I feel bouldering and sport climbing there kind of hone those skills so that you can basically climb anything.
usually what I'll do is I'll come in and puff up my hand like a cup and then squeeze it against and then pull. And then it usually jams in there. That's why we call it a hand jam.
So for climbing in the St. George area, depends on what I feel like climbing. And when I feel like traditionally climbing and getting my hands and feet in some crack, I want to go to Bluff Street or Snow Canyon. They have some beautiful climbs there. If I wanted to boulder, Pioneer Park is a great sandstone place for that. Lots of neat boulders. Moe's Valley would be fun to go out and boulder at. As far as sport climbing, then we have Bayo, which is basalt crack, and then we have Chuckawalla, which is in the sandstone pockets. So it depends on what you're looking to do, and there's plenty out here to do.
This warrior on 3 pieces of gear.
Go for it. So I started climbing just a few years ago. Got into climbing probably, mostly for the adventure of it. Always enjoyed hiking, canyoneering and Zion, just playing in the desert, just kind of there grew interest.
Proper way to clip your rope to the cam. That's the rope coming out back to you, to your harness. Also, direction. You might be headed, determines on which way your carabiner is going to be facing. So you usually want your carabiner facing opposite from the direction of travel. I wouldn't want to clip this way, going right.
So you're going to go up
when I'm
into
above
the right,
this,
now you've got it toward the gate.
Fall on this, yes. The gate can actually unclip itself.
Wow, nice.
Well, I mean, it's pretty rare that it would happen. That's another important thing is placing gear regularly. Just pitch crack. When she gets down. As well as placing a piece in front of you and not way above you. If you're placing a piece at your waist, you can just see where it's being placed at. Yeah. Also, you're not clipping high. You're not pulling any extra slack.
What I get out of climbing is, I get outside and get to enjoy nature, and that's really what it comes down to, just being outside.
Camming device used in traditional climbing. This is one of many tools to protect yourself. It's most often placed mid-range into a crack. Not this way, but from side to side. And what these do are cam against the rock. When force is pulled out on them, cams back against the rock. Hopefully staying in, keeping you safe. Our cams can be placed in more horizontal cracks. There's not a lot of tapering. I don't know.
Marius told his tale about a time before Pharaoh's, tale of a king and a queen.
Yeah, it's important to find someone to teach you the correct way to climb. I learned from friends and who have been climbing a long time, but there's other ways. There's guides who could teach you as well. There's lots of good books out there, but you need someone to teach you the hands-on.
Inside the chasm. Belay, off belay,
Right.
clip, take, slack. Yeah, Justin's a big stickler on that stuff. So nice
This is a nut, also used in traditional climbing, come in all different sizes. They're tapered from side to side, front to back. And what you look for when you place a nut is a constricting crack, tapers down, and it's really important in soft rock like this to find a good taper.